Hey y'all, welcome back to A Dinosaur in the Library. I'm Dawn, and thank you so much for showing up to hear me ramble about books again. So, first of all, I want to apologize. I did not upload a video last week. As I may or may not have mentioned before, this semester I am working towards trying to take my preliminary exams, which would push me into doctoral candidacy, meaning that I could start doing my dissertation research and writing my dissertation. So it's a really, really stressful semester, so that may happen a few more times. I'm going to do my best for it not to, because I really enjoy filming and I really enjoy doing this. So it's a little bit of a break for me, but sometimes I just cannot manage it. But I'm going to do my best to make sure that I do, because I love this stuff. So anyway, today's video is going to be kind of short. Maybe. We know what happens when I start talking, if you've been here a few minutes. But today I want to talk for a minute about an online book club that I have decided to join because it sounds awesome. So I'm going to leave all the information linked down below, the Goodreads group, the link to the channel where it started, and the link to the video on that channel where she explains it. So if you've never seen Jean's videos over at Bookish Thoughts, you absolutely should go check her out. She's a British booktuber who is positively amazing. She, like I said, is in the UK, and she is also a graduate student, and she is studying classics, so ancient Greece, that sort of thing. And she does a lot of really cool stuff. She talks about ancient literature. She talks about literary fiction, graphic novels, poetry, different things like that. And plus, she's just a lot of fun. I really love her videos. They always are some of my favorites of the week when she uploads hers. So she's had several comments, because it's the internet and YouTube and there are stupid people wandering about free. She's had comments on her videos, oh, there she goes beating her feminist drum again. And so she decided to start the Feminist Orchestra book club, which is an online book community that will read books centering around feminism and feminist themes. So there will be some classics, and she's picked out the first 6 books. So the first 6 months are covered. And then if you join the group, you can make recommendations. And after that, those recommendations will be used to generate the new reads. But she went ahead and picked out the first 6 just to make things a little easier. And so within those books will be classics as well as brand new stuff, fiction, poetry, graphic novels, pretty much anything you can think of, as long as it has feminism or feminist themes involved. One of the first 6 books, I don't remember which month it is, but because it starts March 1st is when the book club officially starts. One of the first few is Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own, which, if you don't know, is a seminal book in feminist literature. It is one of the major ones that most women's studies majors will have read multiple times, myself included, even though it has been quite some time since I have sat down with Ms. Woolf. So, it'll give you a chance. It's particularly if you haven't had exposure to a lot of feminist literature. Mixing them up like that will give you some exposure to classic literature that, to understand where feminism has come from and is going, you need to read that. So A Room of One's Own, I'm sure at some point there will be some bell hooks in there, that sort of thing. So it'll help out. If you've already read those things, it'll give you a chance to brush up on it. And the point of this is that the book club is not just for people who already know a ton about feminism. This isn't just for people who are women's studies majors or who have studied this stuff in depth on their own. No, this is for anybody. So if you've barely heard the word feminism and don't really even know what it means that much, this is for you. If you're a women's studies scholar and you've published books on the subject, this is also for you. So the whole point is to get the conversation started and to get people reading these books so that feminism can be a better understood concept and can just be spread to everyone, because at its base, feminism is about equality. That's all it is. You have some reactionaries that call themselves men's rights activists that like to think that feminism is an attack on men, and that's all it is. But that's not it at all. I have been a feminist for many, many years before I even knew what the word was. And, I don't hate men. I get it from both sides. I'm a feminist and I'm a lesbian, so obviously I must hate men really a lot. But not really. No, that's not it. The fact of the matter is, feminism is about equality. Feminism is about leveling the playing field because we're all humans, right? This isn't about who has what equipment or who identifies with whatever gender or sex. That has nothing to do with this. This is really just about equality. So that's part of the point, is to get that across, to read some of this literature, to expose people to some of this literature that they may not have otherwise read. And like I said, I've read a lot of the classic stuff. It's been a while, so I'm appreciative of the opportunity to bone up on my classic feminist literature. But on the other hand, I am also grateful for the chance to read some of the new stuff that I may or may not even have heard of. So the very first book that will be starting on March the 1st is I Call Myself a Feminist, The View from 25 Women Under 30. Edited by Victoria Pepe, Rachel Holmes, Amy Annette, Alice Stride, and Martha Moss. And I'm having to do this because I got this through interlibrary loan at my university and I have to keep this thing on here. But this is the spine. And this is an anthology of essays from, as it says, a bunch of women under 30 about feminism, what feminism is to them, what feminism is in general. And it's just a lot of fun. It seems like to me the introduction was interesting. That's the only thing I've read so far. I tried to start it a little early so I could maybe get it done by the end of the month. But I think this is going to be pretty good book. I don't necessarily know all the authors that are in here. You can kind of see them there. I'm not going to read through them all for you. But yeah, so this is the book. And I realize you can't really see. So this is what the front cover kind of looks like. It's kind of hard to see. So if you want to take part in the very first reading, then go out and find yourself a copy of I Call Myself a Feminist. And like I said, got mine through interlibrary loan. My university did not have it. However, Georgetown University Library did. So they were able to get it in for me, and I'm pretty sure that if you have access to a university library, they would be able to do the same. Many public libraries do interlibrary loan, so check there if you cannot afford to order or just generally buy this book. I definitely understand that. So utilize your library. And I'm assuming this is probably available in ebook, which may be a lot cheaper if you cannot get it any other way and or you want to purchase it. So I really hope that you guys have had a great week and that you will join me in joining Jean in this awesome feminist book club. So let me know down below if you think you might want to take part. And again, I will leave all the information you need, the Goodreads group, Jean's video, that kind of thing. Check it out. And yeah, I will hopefully see you again next week without skipping. Hopefully my stress levels won't go through the roof. And my only news this week is that I got new glasses, and I'm pulling them off only so you can see the stripes. You can't really see them from a distance. They're like purple and pink and stuff. I really like my new glasses. They're a little different and I'm just getting used to them. If you wear glasses, you know what I mean. I've got the headache, the disorientation a little bit because of the prescription going up. But other than that, it's not been a bad week. And I really appreciate you guys hanging in and coming to hang out with me and listen to me ramble and ramble and ramble and seriously ramble about books, book clubs, and feminism today. So I will see you all again in the next video. Bye.